All right, now welcome back to SE Custom Designs. Let's see if I can find something about right here. Make sure you can see my head. Not that there's anything pretty to see there. I think we might be okay. So I had to cut the video a little bit short because I'm demoing this 23 gauge Ryobi AirStrike pin gun, which is an awesome arsenal here in my wood shop. And I forgot that I didn't have batteries down here. This unit did not come with a battery. I keep my batteries upstairs, and I keep them in warmer temperature because upstairs, down here it's pretty cold. So you can take any one of your existing type batteries like this, and they interchange within with your batteries, except for this one. I just bought a chainsaw, an 18-inch chainsaw. Please look up that video. Just put that out a couple days ago. My very first chainsaw since 1984 or 5 or something like this. Actually, it was gas powered and loud, so on and so forth. But yes, you can see the difference with these batteries. They're completely shaped different. This slides down into the unit and this pushes into your charger. So that being said, this 40-volt battery is 5 amp. I think I did remember that right from the last video. So let's just put that back. I also have Craftsman, not sponsored by any of these companies, and I have DeWalt tools. So let's just go ahead and put that aside. I even have a, this is a unit that goes with the Works. It's called Works. Yeah, WORX battery. So let's very carefully move them aside so there's no damage. That's a lot of money that I have in that little box. So now that we have our pin gun, our battery, let's go ahead and insert it. It's that easy. And you pull the trigger here, and it's ready to fire. You don't have to push down on the head here in order to shoot the pin. I already have some pins in there that came with it. And now we're going to get to work. It really comes in handy when it comes to a project like this. This is the bandsaw box that I showed you from the last time. Look up the last video. But look how oddly this is shaped. This is very, very odd. So this comes together flat against the back like this. But look at this piece. Look how, oh. So trying to clamp that really becomes a challenge. So we're going to go ahead and glue this up real quick, and we're going to use our pin gun because it's perfect for things like this, because the pins are so small that if you shoot them in right, you really don't have to putty them. You're hard pressed to find those holes just to putty them. A little bit of a tip when you're gluing up your bandsaw box drawers is you're going to want to outline the bottom, the shape of the main carcass. You're going to want to draw that out on your board so that you can take your glue, which I have in here, warming up, because down here in the wood shop it says it's around 64. That's in this area. Just go over here, it's going to be a lot colder. So whoa, that's pouring out fast. Whoa, really, really fast. It really warmed up. So there you go. Let's just smooth that over. I was going to be fancy and use this wood spreader, but it kind of got away from me. So obviously you want to have water and a sponge so you can deal with the excess glue. In this case, I'm going to have to wipe up on the inside. It's really not the end of the day. You don't want the glue to set up too fast on the wood. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to put the glue on both sides. This time I'll try to be a little less aggressive. Just let it pour right out there. When the glue is colder, it's going to come out a little bit slower. All right, so we'll just go ahead and spread that out with our fingers. Nothing too fancy going on here. Try not to get it on your jeans like I get them on mine. Got a new pair of jeans, and the wife says, "You've done it again, haven't you?" You got glue all over your jeans. So there we go. Let's just do a little more cleanup, then we're going to get to it. I won't bother gluing this one up for you. We'll just do the tricky one. So let's go ahead and set this piece down. Let's do it the right way, just so you can see that. It's going to go straight down like so. And I'll give it a little bit of a press, which is going to help seat it just that much. Okay, push down a little bit on it. Let's get our little sponge here and wipe it up a little bit there. Okay, more concerned with the inside. So let's go ahead and do this thing. So we'll pick it up, we'll size it up, make sure that we got this thing about where we want it. Okay, and we'll take our pin gun, and we have to really think about the orientation, where it's going to go. It's the first time that I'm firing this pin gun. Just got it out of the box. That's one. Probably want to see what I'm doing, right? We'll put one here. And let's put one down here. And no worries if you misfire a little bit and it comes out of the unit. You can always pull those out, and that's how easy that is. I mean, for all intents and purposes, that's on there. It's not going anywhere. And we'll take the other one. We'll put that one on, and I like to set it down and then realign it, give a little bit of pressure on it. Believe it or not, that little bit of pressure is going to help the glue start setting. Okay, and this one here, we'll pick it up again, inspect it, make sure that it's where you want it, and it is. And then we'll take our gun again and we'll place a few pins. Sorry folks, you probably want to see what I'm doing. And that's it. I really recommend you take the batteries out of your units when you're done. And that's my unit there. And so what I can do, now that it's pinned up, wipe some of that excess off, is I can take some clamps, which I keep right behind me, and hopefully place a few on. Let's go ahead and do that. Give it a little bit of extra. And once again, try to imagine trying to clamp this odd shape when the glue is all wet, and you're trying to balance everything. So that's one. Here's another. Okay. No worries about damaging any of these fronts here, because I have a lot of sanding to do here. Let's just grab one more clamp, and we'll put it in the middle. But been doing this long enough to know that it's really, those pins would have been plenty. But if it helps you sleep at night, go ahead and put some extra clamps on there. I'm going to set that aside. And I said I wouldn't do this one, but I think I can get it done fairly quick. Once again, you trace out this onto the backs and the front. All right, let's just go ahead and put a little bit of glue on here. It's going to just ooze out on me, so I'm going to try to be careful. I warmed it up quite a bit by setting the glue bottle in some water. So I'm of the belief that you put a little more on rather than less. I can always wipe out the glue. If there's not enough glue, then it could come undone. It's the last thing you want. I make things for sale and we sell them at our craft shows. And I have guarantees that, you know, if anything ever happens to anything I sell, please bring it back to me and I'll make it right. All right, so now same process as last time. We'll just set this down like so, and I can visibly see those lines that I made, so I know it's approximately where I want it to be. Give it a little bit of pressure. All right, and then I'll just go ahead and flip it over and set it right down on this piece here. Let's line it up like so. Look at this piece again, inspect it, give it a little bit of pressure, downward pressure, and we should be good to go to pin this up again. This piece is a lot easier to do because it's really more flat. So let's go ahead and grab the pin gun. One last minute inspection here. Wipe up a little of the glue. When you're happy, start firing away those pins. Okay, come over here so you can get a better idea of what I'm doing here. All right, we'll put one up here. Flip it over. Reinspect, we're good. Often what I'll do is just put a few pins in because that's really all you need, a few pins, so that the pieces don't float all over the place when you're trying to, when you're clamping them up. I'm sure y'all have had a lot of apples out of that bag. So let's just let's see what that was. Get a few clamps. In my last video, I asked the question, do you have enough clamps? I had around 80 some clamps gluing up my shaloms. You really don't have enough. You think you have enough. For the most part, I'm pretty good with having enough, for the most part. And maybe we'll do a new video on clamps. There's all kinds of clamps out there that's going to help you. I was recently in somebody's shop and they didn't have one clamp in their shop. I was every bit, what? How could that even be? You don't have any clamps in your shop. So, you know, they were doing construction. I still would think that you would need that. So we're going to take, I thought it was out, apparently not. We're going to take this guy and do a little bit of glue cleanup inside. There's not a ton in there. So we'll just clean that up a little bit. But with this, at the end of the day, you're really not going to notice that much. I'm not too concerned about it. So there you go. We've used our pin gun. Make sure when you're done with your cap, what I do is I like to take the cap off, swish it around in some water. I'll actually take it over to my slop sink, and I'll rinse that out thoroughly. Mind you, it looks like the glue's coming right out there. And I just give that a little bit of a wipe, stick it back on, and we're going to be ready to go next time. So, all right, thank you for tuning in to SE Custom Designs. Part 1 was unboxing this Ryobi. I'm not sponsored by Home Depot, but it's a 23 gauge pen gun. You won't know what you did without it. Once you get it, you are constantly using it. And as a quick reminder, they make a bigger one. For all I know, they make other ones, but this is the 2-inch. So you look at them in size. So this is a 2-inch, and all the way down to 5/8 pens. And as a reminder, this guy, I have in my arsenal anyways, 1 3/16 pens, 1 3/8 pens, and then I have the smaller ones, which is 1-inch pens. And that more than suits my purposes. Thanks again for tuning in to SE Custom Designs. I keep crouching because I got my tablet that I used years ago, and I think it's more steady of an environment to do the videoing with. So with our usual goodbye, shalom goodbye. That's in Hebrew, and masalami ruh min honte, Arabic, and totens, that's Afrikaans for goodbye. Zaijian, goodbye in Mandarin. Arrivederci, I believe that'll be Italian, and au revoir in French. So God bless. Appreciate you coming to the shop. Give us a thumbs up if you like what you saw. This is just the very beginning of 2022. We're already pounding out things in the shop. SE Custom Design is something we have on the side, and we have QA software guy in the daytime. And so we have a lot of fun in the shop. Thank you. We're going to be just enjoying 2022 in every way, doing craft shows with the lovely one. She is now a guest star in some of my videos. Please look out for her. She does the fabric, and we just did a couch project where we had to take this couch, quite expensive. The owners couldn't get it into the flat, so we were approached and asked if we could take care of that. So between me and my wife, I couldn't have done it without her, because she pulled the upholstery apart and all the things and the fabric, and then I cut it in half so we could fold it ever so slightly and get it around the corner through 2 doors. And so we had to go down the hallway and make this turn like this. So there you go. That was a fun project. And we have a series going on now. I'll end it here. Where I made I'm going to get this wrong, a sleigh bed backboard. And making the backboard was easy for me. It was really cool, sleddey looking, but the upholstery work that my wife did, and it's now finished. We started that in 2021. I think it was the spring-ish. So that's done. Look at that series as well. Give us a thumbs up. Leave your comments. Thank you for watching, everybody, from around the globe. Take care. God bless. Let's be safe out there.